Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia, one OVA. I just watched one OVA. I watched Hero League Baseball. If you want to see my reaction video about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. And I'm gonna watch right now Lost as If You Are in Hell. Second OVA to watch between the episode 18 of the season 5 and the episode 19 of the season 5. I almost made a mistake, you know, by watching the third movie and the little OVA related to its departure right now. Just before, you know, watching it, like I was really, everything was prepared and I was like, I'm gonna check again, and I was like, no, in fact, I'm not supposed to watch this movie right now. I'm supposed to watch two OVAs. But one of you guys told me on the comments that I had to watch this movie right now, so I checked like on, I don't know, like 10, 12 websites, different websites, and they were all telling me that no, right now it's the time for the two OVAs, and the movie, I have to be careful and to watch it only at the end of the season 5. Even if you were right on the comments, you know, and maybe it's safe for me to watch the movie right now, the third movie right now, I prefer to be sure. I prefer like to really take no risk, no little percentage of risk to watch it right now and to have spoilers about what is gonna happen during the rest of this season. It's safer to watch it, the movie, after the season 5, and that's cool no matter what. Like, right now I can watch these two OVAs. I know that I'm gonna be safe because in OVAs we are living little parallel adventures, little things, you know, like it's really OVAs which are made to be fun, not really to be, you know, like to be full of reveals, full of informations, to be intense, emotional or anything like that. Most of the time, and even more like for My Hero Academia, all of the time it's to be funny and entertaining, like the last one was with this baseball game in which they were using their quirks, and that was fun, but clearly that was not that much important, you know, what happened during this OVA. Right there, I think that it's gonna be the same. For what I understood, this one, even if it's named Lost as If You Are in Hell, for what I understood, it's about a little mission with handover, todoroki, bakugo and deku, you know, during the work study like usually, but a little mission. When into movies we can have big spoilers, big important things happening, like, you know, the one in which we discovered a lot about All Might's past with his best friend and all of that, so I prefer to be safe. I prefer to wait for the end of the season 5 to watch the movie and the little OVA going with it. I don't know if you knew that you had an OVA going with that movie. Like, I had to make a lot of researches and to really I went on so many different websites and all to find it. That was really rough. To find it in Japanese version, to find the English subtitles going with it, like really it was rough. But I'm proud of myself, I found it. But you're not gonna have it right now, you're gonna have it at the end of this season 5. No matter what, right there, an OVA. Like I said, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be entertaining. I'm not expecting to have something big happening into it. A little mission with all guys and handover. I'm expecting handover, you know, he's gonna try to get closer to Todoroki. I'm expecting Bakugo, he's gonna want to show how strong, how great he is. I'm expecting Deku to try to understand everything, you know, to try to have the solution for that new mission. Like, I'm expecting all guys to be like usually, and that's gonna be fun, that's gonna be cool, and I'm gonna watch that right now. I don't have a lot else to say during this intro. Let's go for this OVA. Remember that if you want, you can have a longer reaction part on my Patreon, and you have these reaction videos for My Hero Academia with 5 videos of advance on my Patreon, which means 2 weeks of advance, meaning that right now they are already continuing the season 5, like at least episode 20 or 21 of the season 5. And yes, a longer reaction part. Sometimes for big episodes it's a full reaction part. No matter what, it's full opacity. It's a lot of advantages that I'm preparing for you on my Patreon to encourage you to come on it to support me, because I'm a little reactor on YouTube and on Patreon, so each little help can be appreciated and truly useful. So if you appreciate my videos, if you want me to continue to make them, you can come on my Patreon. Let's go for this OVA! Ah, that's the quirk of that villain? They're good! He's not just doing that. Mr Smiley? We never heard them losing, you know. I'm thinking bakugo, todoroki, maybe deku a little, but you know, bakugo's loss. Oh, I find it great. I thought about Bansky. On your house? He just targeted you.
Mr Smiley
It's that bad, you know, to make some graffitis. Oh. Timby? That's you? Ah! Look at your face!
Mr Smiley.
The outfit is awful. Really?
Mr Smiley. Mr Smiley.
That's your loss? Good to know. Ah, well done. Oh, it's not a big loss for Todoroki, like really, he was containing his loss. For me, he's not a villain. Like, it's not his fault if his face is making people lost like that, and he just wants to create art. But see, they are judging him because of his quirk. He's not responsible for his quirk. And for now, he never hurt anyone. He didn't try, you know, to really steal, be a thief, you know, like... You know that I don't appreciate when they are categorizing people because of their quirks, judging them dangerous because of the quirk. Ah! All of the other ones, what happened to them? Uh-oh. What do you think? Like right there, it's an homage to All Might that he's making. And he's making people lost, like... You also? Nah, I got you. Come on, a big loss, Todoroki. I want to hear you, loss. But see, for me, it's not something bad. This voice is awful. But that's really the worst about his quirk and what he's doing. He's drawing graffitis, which are really not that bad. He's not hurting anyone, stealing from anyone, committing crimes like... You're gonna accept to obey to someone? Blindly?
Mr Smiley, ヒーローになれるほどの個性を持っているのに、なんで壁に落書きなんか?
Okay, he's not a hero like you, but he's not a villain.
中学高校と多くの作品を発表するも評価は得られず、美大は不合格以降、放浪しながら作品を壁に書き続けている。個性がなくてもヒーローはできますか?
Yes, deku.
諦めきれないんだ。
I think so.
僕のように可能性を探し続けてるんだ。
To be recognized for his art. Ah, you're trying to direct.
ミスタースマイリーを捕まえるより、まずは落書きをやめてもらおうと思って。パソコンですぐ雷君に教えてもらったんだ。
I'm glad that Deku is following my thoughts, about this guy is not a villain. Nah? She is not someone bad. He got you once, he got you twice. Shame on you if he's getting you a third time. I don't want for you to have him like that. Got you. Yes, he protects your art.
あなたにとってそのイラストはとても大切なものだと思ったから。でも他人の所有する建物にイラストを描くことは軽犯罪法違反です。
Yes, I understand, but
ちゃんとしたところで発表してください。
人の目に触れない作品を描き続けるのは虚しいものさ。
ヒーローになれないと言われて、それでも諦めずに。スマイリーさん、諦めないでください。僕も手伝いますから。
そっか。私は美術界と戦っている気でいて。
スマイリーさん。
I knew I was right to defend the guy. Even before Deku began to defend him. How dare you! Oh, Mr. Smiley is gonna go against you. And they are real villains with guns, coming, not being afraid of hurting people, and they're stealing from them. Mr. Smiley! See, you can be an hero.
美術界に挑戦するよ。その前に罪を償わなければな。
一番犯人を確かめるのはあなたですよね。超人研究です。ぜひともコメントを。
私はしがない天才芸術家。
No.
名前はそう、ミスタースマイリー。
Mr. Smiley. Mr. Smiley.
Meaning that everyone who is gonna see that on television is gonna laugh? Yes.
Smiley.
It's just bringing people joy, you know, like.
この報道をきっかけにしたのがミスタースマイリーの作品はホームページを通して多
Cool.
くの人に認められることになるわけで、それはまた別の話だ。
That we're gonna see? Maybe one day. Oh, really? With the first minutes of this OVA, I knew that this guy was not a villain, and I knew that it couldn't end with them arresting him and just putting him in jail. Like, the guy was not doing anything wrong. Like, you're gonna tell me that, yes, he was making graffitis, you know, on buildings, and that's not okay because, you know, it's dirtying buildings and it's not okay to do that on a building which is owned by someone, and all, like, okay, it's a minor crime. I'm not even sure that it's considered as a crime. I don't know if you have that into your country, but there is a difference between a crime and a vandalism act, something like that, and graffitis, there are more vandalism acts than other stuff. But you know, that guy was not hurting anyone, was not fighting anyone, was not stealing from anyone. He was just making graffitis like that, and I didn't find them that bad also. And I don't know, I just had this impression that they were getting mad, you know, and talking about him like he was a criminal, like he was a villain, like all of the members of the League of Villains. Like, I really don't like how they were talking about him, and it reminded me all of these episodes in which I had the impression that into this universe they are judging people according to their quirks. Like, you saw the potential of this quirk as something dangerous, and because of that you're considering that the person who has this quirk is gonna be dangerous. Like, you know what they did to Shinso when he was younger, and with other things like that, the fact that they are categorizing kids as soon as they have their quirks. Okay, that quirk at some point can be dangerous, there is a potential risk, so let's keep an eye on that person, and you know, because of that we're gonna consider that person as a potential villain. That's really something bad to think, to do, to categorize people, kids, even kids. And really, right there, I had the impression that what they were doing with Mr. Smiley, that was that, you know. And after that, for Bakugo and Dover and some others, it was just a question of ego. They wanted to arrest that guy, really, for ego reasons, like, oh, that's it, he managed to have us, we want to have him back, like, I really don't like what I was seeing. This guy, again, was not hurting anyone, fighting anyone, killing anyone, stealing from anyone. Like, he was not a villain. I was just sure of that. That guy is not a villain. Okay, making graffitis like that, it's not okay, but you can't consider him as a villain like all of the other villains that we met all along these 5 seasons. 5 seasons who lasted less than 1 year for Deku. Like, again, this anime is gonna take 20 seasons. Like, for Deku to complete, you know, to finish all of these years at his school, he didn't even finish 1 year right there. So that's why, you know, when Deku began to think that that guy is in fact a little like him, someone who wanted to explore, you know, his art, and everyone was blocking him, and Deku remembered what it was when he had no quirk but he wanted to be a hero and everyone was blocking him for that. I loved that he made that parallel between himself and Mr. Smiley. I loved that he made that website for his art. I loved that he blocked Bakugo from attacking Mr. Smiley like that. Not only attacking him, but also attacking his art, proving that he cared about it. He understood also Mr. Smiley why he was doing all of that. And for sure I loved his speech to Mr. Smiley, like, it's not okay what you're doing, but I understand why you're doing it. Please continue, try to not give up and try to not be someone bad because you gave up on being an artist. Try again. Don't let them have you. You know, it was a little that, like, the system was against him, he couldn't be the artist that he wanted because he couldn't go into that school and that school. The system was not only blocking him to be an artist, but the system was also considering him as a potential danger just because of his quirk. So in fact, in a way, the system pushed him to do bad stuff, and that's what I'm seeing also since a long time, that with a system like that, with categorizing kids as soon as they have their quirks and considering that this quirk is dangerous, so that person can be potentially dangerous, so you know, like really you're pushing people to go on the wrong side by categorizing them like that. So I'm glad that deku saw it and told to Mr. Smiley, everything is pushing you to do something bad, but please try again, don't give up on being someone good, doing things the right way, and try again to accomplish your dreams and all. Don't let them make you like that. Like, I really appreciated it. So for sure I appreciate the conclusion with everyone going on his website and maybe finding him cool, buying stuff from him. And you know, even that, you know, the fact that they were afraid of him using his quirk for bad stuff. Like, you know, they were saying, what if he's going on television, you know, and he's using his quirk, like at the end he's going on television and using his quirk, and what? People are losing all around the world. Like, it's something bad to give joy to people, to make people lose like that. Okay, it can be bad because they're forced to lose, but at the same time, like, you have entire therapy which are made for people to lose, you know, the loss therapy. This guy could bring joy to people who want to lose, you know, who are not considering that they're gonna be forced to lose because of his quirk, but on the contrary, it's gonna bring joy to people. Like, I can imagine him taking a job, you know, into hospitals and making people lose. Do you understand what I mean? I appreciated that conclusion, and this OVA is confirming this impression that I have about this world and this entire system being based on something that truly I don't appreciate. Categorizing people as soon as they have their quirks, you know, so kids like that, and then thinking that this quirk is dangerous, so that person can be dangerous, and not letting that person, you know, taking another path, like in a way pushing that person to take a bad path. Something is bad into this system. I'm saying that since season 1. Really. If you are there since season 1, you know it. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now, and that's it. I watched 2 OVAs of My Hero Academia today. That was great. Then I'm gonna continue the season 5, and I'm gonna watch the movie, the 3rd movie, and the little OVA going with it after the season 5. Maybe I could watch it right now, that's what one of you told me, but all of the websites that I found told me to wait, and just in case, for spoilers, I prefer to wait. I prefer to be late than to have things too soon, really. So yes, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.